lapse on it, and you watched as people got sunburned during the song.
What, Freebird?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Best time lapse ever.
They got sunburns from listening to the song.
It was the most amazing thing I saw. It was,
Hashtag face melted.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, so there's a movie, there's a chain of movie theaters in my area called the Alamo.
Okay.
It's
Texas.
It's fucking great. So the Alamo Draft House is it's this place where you can go and get pretty decent food and beer and such while you watch a movie in comfort. It's one of those places.
Oh yeah,
It's-
actually, I think when I worked for my POS agency, the point of sale services, I think the Alamos was one of our customers.
They're a solid company, and I think they were one of the first. Either they were one of the first to do it, or they were one of the first to do it and kind of do it well. If that makes sense. And so anyway, as a consequence, they're known for a lot of things, and one of them is before each movie, there are these custom-made pre-show reels that they make of just random clips of everything from like a commercial to a custom recorded video of something absurd or strange, and then just some really rare pieces of video footage in general that are all vaguely tied to a theme or something that relates to the movie. Like for the Avengers, it was pretty obvious. Like there was a lot of like really crazy, like the Indian I think it was like Indian Spider-Man or something like that. Like it just like there's a series of different weird videos that you've probably hadn't seen before. All just kind of spliced together.
Indian Spider-Man, best Spider-Man.
Yeah. It really was. It was great. He gave no fucks about the laws of physics.
Physics are something that liberals have to deal with.
Physics are for nerds and liberals.
Or liberal nerds.
Alrighty. Is everybody back? Mike, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Excellent. Okay. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started because I've been streaming for the last like 5 minutes.
Oh God.
I know, right?
You
I have this
minx.
habit of not telling people I'm about to do this.
He really does, and sooner or later
Like
it's
the
gonna get.
worst moments.
Yeah, I mean, sooner or later it's gonna get him in some trouble.
I think it's already almost gotten me in trouble once.
Only almost. Bev, has it almost gotten him in trouble?
Yes, actually, because we made some of the most racist comments ever, not realizing he was recording.
I don't think those were that bad. I think everybody was aware of my tendency to do that. And
when you have to say a qualifier, when you have to throw out a qualifier, like it's not that bad.
It really wasn't.
It's that bad.
Yeah.
Like that's the easiest
I have
way to
news
put it.
for you. It's that bad.
Yeah. Can confirm.
All right. Whatever, you guys and your liberal politics.
You liberal nerds.
I know, right? Okay.
Hey, nerdism is just a liberal myth.
So I believe last we left our heroes, you guys had discovered that Justin Hampshire was not the man he claimed he was, or at least according to the ID to PRI that you are holding in your hands that has his photograph on it, saying Harry Goodman. And the little gross girl standing in the apartment asking for Harry.
Oh fuck, that whole thing. I just remember the poor landlord.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that was
landlord that got
fantastic.
the landlord that got magically flashbanged.
He didn't
20
even
bucks back.
he didn't even get to keep $20 off of that. But hey, I'm a bad person.
that was fantastic, by the way. Did you get your fate point for that? I think you did.
Yes, I did.
Okay, good, because that was an amazing piece of awesomeness right there. All right, so Vinny, you will be sitting this for the moment out.
That's perfectly fine. I
Obviously,
will
'cause
mute
we
myself
kinda-
to make it even easier.
No, that's fine. I don't want you to mute yourself. You're part of the group, but your character is not in this current location. So, what do you guys do? You haven't really tossed over the room, so there's not much to do yet. I feel like we had
Well,
more people last time.
I remember trying to toss the room and things just going poorly.
All of his rolls were terrible.
All we have to do is scroll back up to see exactly how bad.
And we found a link with PRI, right?
Yeah, the badge.
Not only the badge, but you found the pay stubs as well.
Yeah, for services rendered, right?
Services rendered, yep. You also found the map, which I can share really quick. The map with markings.
Did we determine what some of the colors were when we asked the little girl? I don't remember.
No, we had not. One color was where she had been. One color was yet to be, I think, and those are like best guesses.
Okay.
This is all you guys.
I don't know. I'm trying to
Oh.
figure out. Because
Well,
we pretty
it
much
seems
it's just-
like I just. God damn it! Hang on. And I'm back.
Yeah!
Yeah, because I know that I asked last time if like were some of the pins and everything if they were in like actual locations. I know one of them's in Harvard.
Yes,
Harvard.
the one in Harvard is blue. And you don't have, there are very, very few blue pins.
So there's more red pins, or what color pins are there more of?
Red.
A lot
there,
of red.
There are a lot of red. And they're scattered all over the place.
And Paul Revere's with us, right?
Correct. And he is looking at the map. And he hasn't been able to determine much of anything.
I feel like
Does
Danny's gonna
the-
ask. I'm sorry.
Does the Linkett Estate or Society have a pin on it?
It does. It is a red pin.
I feel like Danny would ask Paul Revere if any of the red pins correspond with. I think I asked this last time. I don't remember the answer.
I think you did. But continue.
We asked the ghost if any of them corresponded.
Red pill.
Corresponded to...
Oh, I'm sorry. Like corresponded to any of the missing ghosts and or events that have occurred that were out of the ordinary.
He's looking around, and he just kind of... Yeah, Danny's echoing. I'm sorry.
Fine, I'll stop talking.
No. Somebody mentioned it in chat that you're coming in on my microphone as the snowball, and then you're coming in over Skype also.
Womp womp.
Is that better, Mr. Flimity Flamity? Here, sing.
Ooh, Flim Flam. Hi, Flim Flam.
The Heart of Texas. Sing the Heart of Texas. Do you know that one? Deep in the heart of Texas.
What?
I'm asking you to talk.
Please.
Oh, I am talking.
Can you guys hear her?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. I just want to make sure that everybody on the stream can hear it. Okay, so you had asked if there was a connection, and he's looking around, and he curses himself, and he's like, I think I recognize one or two of these locales, but I can't say for certain.
Do they both have red pins?
They do. Two of the locations that we found feral ghosts are indeed in red, but that's such spurious of a link, I'm not sure I could back such a claim.
Well, if you almost assume that if he actually remembers it, decently enough, make the correlation then.
You know, I think in light of all this, trying to figure out what the map is, Louis going to do what he does best while everyone else is looking at the map.
What does he do
Wrong
best?
place.
He
Bust
called it.
what?
He's going to burgle. Burgle.
He's gonna burgle. Alright, what you looking for? Do you have a burglary skill that you would like to roll?
Yes, I do have a burglary skill that I would like to roll. And there is the roll. That's terrible.
This is not the negative that
Oh,
you rolled.
man.
Louis looking for anything valuable. I mean, hey, rent's coming up, and this guy probably doesn't need it.
That's an incredibly crass way of looking at it, and I love it.
Hey, I saw the number of zeros on his pay stub. He doesn't need it.
Okay, now you find just some spared ones and stuff. It's nothing really worth taking.
I'm a crook, and I'm not a good crook.
I have a question for you.
Certainly.
Okay, so can I totally, since we were trying to find out more information about the Goodman guy,
Okay.
I'm assuming that Danny's gonna know some people at PRI. Can she totally make like a personal call?
Right.
Can I?
Yeah.
The resources are real high enough?
Yeah, if you roll resources high enough, certainly. Actually, that would be more contacts.
God damn it.
Because you're looking specifically for somebody in PRI you can talk to.
Okay, I'll roll resources.
Oh, I could make a very... I could make a bad idea here.
What bad idea is this? I love bad ideas.
Well, I figure, you know, people off the clock from PRI have to go drinking sometime. Has Louis, met anyone who might work at PRI?
Have you been sober enough to remember is a good question.
You know, that's anyone's guess on a given night.
No.
Alright, so you would also roll your contacts then. If you want to guesstimate that one.
Look at you, Louis rolling.
Hey, look at you. Yeah, you do know some people that you have drunk with. At one point, you're pretty sure you might have split up an office romance by blatantly going after
By
two
getting
employees.
involved in said office romance.
Exactly. She didn't text you back, so you're assuming bad things happened. But she was all right.
Hey, always assume bad things happened. I mean, that's
But
how
he-
you avoid the boyfriend.
He hasn't come. The boyfriend hasn't come after you, so
Oh. Yeah. Good sign, bad sign. But I mean, she hasn't texted back. Not a lot I can do with that. Maybe.
Maybe.
Just, you know, Louis will speak up from looking like, I may know someone who worked at PRI. She hasn't called me back, but, I mean, you know how these things go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if push comes to shove, really, she could probably just call her mother. Again.
Yes, please, call mommy.
I'm gonna make a lore check to see how sophisticated this magic was.
the magic has dispersed
Okay.
with the explosion of the flashbang.
Well, we do know that he was a minor practitioner, right?
Right. You just don't know what. Although you could probably take a very good guess. Judging on the ghost girl standing in the middle of the bedroom. Who's looking at you all very, just kind of absent-mindedly, like, as what to do next.
So, does anyone want to play Ghost Whisperer? Because not my cup of tea.
I'll talk with her.
Yeah, I was like, I can attempt. It would be terrible, but I can still try.
Okay, while you do so, Louis, make me an alertness check.
Oh, best kind of check to make Louis make. Because he's so bad at it. No,
okay.
hand. Wrong one again. Wrong one. Oh, even worse.
Are you sure you want to go with that one?
No,
Go
no.
with the 0.
No, that was the problem. Is the negative one was the proper skill roll.
Okay.
That's the issue.
All right, you are currently obsessed with trying to find something in this apartment. This man can literally not be this boring as to not have anything worth taking in his house. So you're literally rummaging around at this point. You two are talking to the ghost. What would you like to ask while Paul Revere is a arm's distance away, glancing over the map?
I'm gonna roll a rapport check to see how well I can talk to her.
Okay, Danny, would you like to assist?
Yeah.
Okay. I forget how teamwork works in this. So, give me a second.
Please let it be not as complicated as Shadowrun.
Ah, Jesus. Shadowrun is horrible with that.
Currently, I'm playing the Ghost Whisperer. But
This
yeah,
is-
definitely trying to find out what on earth like Harry was having her do and figure out a roundabout way of getting it because she's not going to be that straightforward.
What? What would they call it?
Did you bring it?
All right, I'm not finding it. I'll have to wait for the next 10-minute break of this next session. But all right, so we'll rule it that you two are kind of. We'll go with the highest roll in this case. Actually, I think it's just you combine successes. I think. All right, we'll go with 5. So you guys are kind of tagged. What do you guys say? What do you ask the girl? Establishing a rapport.
Why are you here at Harry's? I mean, Harry Goldman, right? That's what it was.
I think it was, all I know him as Harry. But he told me to go somewhere and I did, and I came back and he's not here.
Can you tell us where he sent you? Maybe he supposedly gone to meet you there?
Yes, he sent me to an apartment building.
Do you remember anything that stands out about the building? Address, street, look at the building?
She actually thinks about it for a moment, and she floats over next to Paul and she points at one of the red pins.
Can we tell from the map what the red pin is?
The red pin is just a residential area. Like, not low project apartment buildings, but it is just an apartment building.
Can we ask, was there anything in particular that he had you do besides just go there?
He had me looking for things, but he never said exactly what. Just anything strange or that felt off.
Okay, and did you find anything that was off, would you say, about the location you were
And
at?
what would define off?
Yeah.
She kind of gives a half shrug. She's like, I really don't know.
So you're looking for something you didn't know.
He said that I would know if I felt it.
Well, I'm going to assume that I would feel it as well if I was there.
You can assume that.
Okay, so then she said that she didn't feel, and then did we ask her did she feel anything that was out of the ordinary? She said no, right?
Correct.
Okay, so could it be that the red pins, whatever that I guess they're looking for, the red means it's not there? Because if it's designated like a red pin, I mean, I guess we can make the assumption that since something felt quote unquote off to her, nothing's there. Like he's looking for something on the map.
You say that in character?
Yes.
What do you guys think?
That is Danny legitimately throwing up a theory. Because I put everyone to sleep with my theory.
Sorry, were you saying something?
He's
Yes.
just gonna pick up something and throw something at Louis.
Oh, you were in character. Got it. I thought you were legitimately asking.
No, that
No,
was
no.
legitimately Danny throwing something at Louis.
No, Louis is just kind of being Louis about things.
Trace?
About what we're doing?
No, she gave an explanation.
No, I didn't quite hear it.
Alright, hold on, I'm moving closer.
Sorry, I have to keep Pretzel out of the back room. He's gone
Okay,
back there a couple
so
times.
Danny's theory is that if the little girl was looking for something at the location, which is designated by a red pin, she said nothing felt quote unquote odd, in that she said that if she would know it if she was there. So her theory then is if there's a red pin, that nothing, I guess, quote unquote odd is at that location.
So in theory, it's almost like the map is they're looking for something. That's her theory. Going back to
So is it just red and blue pins, or is there a different color
There's
on there?
red,
too?
blue, and green.
You can't tell you what the other pins are, but at least that's your theory for the red pins.
You guys hear that? There's
Yeah.
red, blue, and green.
Yeah.
Okay. Louis,
Yes.
make me an alertness check.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Lord.
What's gonna blow up on him? That's better.
How's your hearing?
Well, going off of all the singers I know, probably not the best.
Okay. You hear
As a,
you
well,
hear a
you know,
faint siren.
guys, anyone else hear that?
Make me alertness checks.
Oh, boy. Oh my God, how I not have alertness? How did that happen?
How?
There's 9.
Bookworms.
You also hear the faint sirens. So, Bev, you would just roll the 0. All right, you're clueless. You're still peering at the map and probably say something sarcastic to the effect of, "I'm sorry, were you saying something, Louis?"
I think we should probably hightail it.
Grab what you can carry, take pictures of what you can't. Let's go.
Alright, so Danny's going to take out her phone, take a quick picture of the map, a couple different angles, especially the other colored pins, and then take a picture of the ID, and she's going to GTFO.
Okay.
I'm tempted to have Louis grab the ID because that's something solid.
Okay.
Is there like a composure thing to not do something stupid? Because
How?
I know that's-
What do you mean? Because that can mean a lot of things.
I know I shouldn't grab the ID, but Louis is sitting here like, that's tangible, and that's got to be worth something.
Something to somebody.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Like a conviction roll, or...
Are you saying you want to resist that urge?
Yes, this is one of those times like, I should take it, but I know that'll just tip him off that someone was here. Other than the fact that the magic was all over the place.
Can Danny just slap him and be like, no?
I think. Hold on a second. I'm typing something.
Typey. Damn it! Not that. Anything but that. Do I give back the faint point I took previously?
If you were to act against it, to act against your character, you would pay me a fate point. Yes.
I'm gonna stick with my character.
Okay, so you're going to accept the fate point,
Yes, I am.
and you're going to take the ID.
Yeah, Louis is just gonna slide it into a pocket on the way out the door.
Okay.
Can I roll something to see if Danny notices it so she can, like, slap him upside the head?
I'm
To
going
see-
to say in this case, since you're doing something else, no.
Okay.
You are otherwise preoccupied. Paul Revere, he listens as well, and briefly exits the room and comes back in, and he starts ushering the child. He's like, "Quick, child, let's head back to the flock. That way we can take care of ourselves." And he looks to you and says, "Meet us back with Sarah, and we'll discuss further what occurs."
Okay, cool deal.
Yeah, if the ghosts are peacing out, Danny's gonna take that as a hint to leave.
I'm getting out of the room.
Okay. What? Okay. So are you sure you guys want to just leave?
I mean, You guys be useful and grab something. Says the con
Is there a
man.
fire escape?
Huh?
Is there a fire escape on the building?
Most likely.
Can we go up the fire escape, not the front?
The fire escape is... I mean, you could go in the back alley, yeah. You certainly can. Would
Only
anybody
because-
like to make a common sense roll?
What would we roll for common sense?
What would you roll for common sense?
Burglary in this case? Because we're burgling?
I think, yep, that would be a very good one for you. Would either of you like to roll a common sense roll? Something that your character would use as a oh duh moment.
Empathy?
Do you have investigation?
I have investigation.
Nope.
Okay, you, Bev, roll investigation.
Well, about that.
Discipline?
Yes, discipline. Roll me that.
Actually, can I roll discipline so that's higher for me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yay. Well, I should still be negative when I'm cry. There we go.
Okay, so
You do not
So,
rack
Louis,
with discipline.
you are literally almost halfway out the window by this point. You're almost like down, like starting to go down the stairs.
Louis hears sirens. He doesn't hang around.
Trace, you see Danny take something out of her pocket and start wiping up everything that she's touched. And you think to yourself, oh, that's probably a good idea.
I didn't know if I had like a potion or whatnot for that.
I don't think you do. Do you have a couple potion slots extra?
Resources?
Yeah. Very pretzel.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
You have open potion slots?
I used 2 at the Lincoln house, but I have 2 that I haven't used.
Okay. And I think if I remember when we first debated this, you purposely left 1 or 2 open as a just in case.
Yeah, I think so. That's right.
Okay. So what kind of potion you thinking of here, Potion Meister?
I was thinking like a mist that would kind of like fog the room and eliminate fingerprints.
Okay. Would you like it to do anything else?
I would say, could your potion, like, make things as they were to make it look like no one had actually come into the room? Because we've already tossed parts of the room, so it's going to look like someone was obviously there.
Have like a rewind potion.
Or you
Or
could
at least have it, like, affect inanimate matter.
you could steal from Pathfinder and do an obscuring mist, and just it's more difficult to get a good read on anything in the room. Maybe.
I like that idea.
I definitely like
mist
that idea.
Did
Yeah.
I leave the room like this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were halfway out the door already.
Okay, so would I have to roll for that? How effective is it?
Yes, I would roll. I believe we decide on resources in order to decide what you have on you at that point.
Okay, resources.
And then if we take another 10-minute break, I will have you come up with the ingredients list for this. We'll call it the not be found.
Okay. There's my roll.
One not be found, please.
One not be found. Okay, so considering the difficulty of making everything kind of not what it's supposed to be and hard to perceive in such a large area, I'm going to say, what was the difficulty check I had? That was it. Okay. So this.
Can I tag my friendly neighborhood alchemist?
Yes, you can.
Add 2
If
to that?
you would like to spend a fate point to do so.
Yes.
All right. Spend that fate point, yo. And because of this, it goes off perfectly.
Sweet.
It does exactly what it's supposed to. And everything seems to be just that little bit. So as Danny, as you and Trace are kind of mopping up things, he kind of takes up... What kind of... Describe to me, Trace. Describe to me how this potion works.
I'm thinking like you're like an aerosol kind of thing, like an air freshener, like a like a Glade or whatnot. How you have the spray thing and then just freshens up the air. It looks like a
pronounced
mist.
Glade.
Glade. Or Febreze or something like that.
Okay.
And you have, like,
Aerosolized potion for all
a mist
your
that
needs.
just kind of obscures the, I guess, common sense. Like, was that there? I think I was there. Maybe puts
Okay.
it down into the mind.
Did I leave the room like that?
Mm-hmm.
So you two, as he whips out this Glade aerosol can, it sprays it around everywhere, very frantically almost. And Danny, as you're wiping the fingerprints, you start noticing that while everything doesn't seem hazy, the actual definition of everything seems to kind of go off, like obscured. Lavender and doubt. That's the scent, lavender and doubt. You're not
Ode to Forgetful.
while you were looking directly at the text and now you're rubbing at the book edge, you can't remember what the title was. So, like, different things you can't remember, like, you know, what was on the map, like what map it was even. You know there was a map, but you don't know what's on it. Things like that. Everything seems to lose its edge and kind of start blending into everything else. Okay. Good stuff.
That's our cue to exit.
As you do so, you hear the sirens pulling up. You count at least 3. Louis, you're out almost in the alleyway now, right?
Yeah.
You do see one at the very end of this alley.
I'm gonna act like I'm just gonna pretend like nothing's going on. Like slow down and just fingers in pockets.
Oh, you're on the fire escape.
Are the police around the building in such a fashion that it eliminates any sort of way to escape?
Maybe not to escape. At least you're not really sure. You're still in the building. But Louis, you count one at the end of the road, and you hear at least 3
I thought
different...
you said I was already in the alley.
On the fire escape, I meant. My apologies. It's been a very long day.
All right. Does he see me?
He's too far away. No, he wouldn't see you.
Because I think I got my escape potion.
Louis is just gonna like duck his head in the door. So they're in the alley. Plan B.
So let's see here. Hold on. Uno momento.
And he's gonna just try to duck back in. Like shit, this is not a good place to be standing.
So
I like my escape potion idea, like Harry used in the first book.
you could absolutely. Let me see here.
Do I get just to hang on and click my heels?
Oh no, what is he typing? Why do I have that aspect?
It makes me feel like such a terrible person to do this, but at the same time, I enjoy it so much.
Is that because maybe you are the terrible person?
Could be.
He really is.
Maybe.
He's gonna have the pill later. The sad thing is, I think I'm gonna take it only because of the fact that I can see her playing up the damsel in distress as enough of a distraction for everyone else to know.
I'm personally more so thinking that she hasn't really had a run-in with the cops before.
Yeah,
And
she has.
when?
At the
My
bar.
bar?
The cop was there.
Oh, I meant more so in a, oh shit, I'm actually doing something wrong, like breaking and entering.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, and the passed out landlord that's next to the front door.
We pulled him inside. I could have sworn we pulled him inside.
You did, that's why I'm saying next to the front door. She can see him passed out next to the front door.
So, I'm thinking we stage this guy and Mr. Magic Man there has some concoction to get us out of here, right?
Yes, I gotcha.
Okay, so we drag this guy and make it look like he I don't know, passed out. And we hightail it. Cause yeah, no, that's the Sarge will have my ass.
I can't do another dime.
No, really.
Oh God. No.
So you guys hear a loud rapping from the chamber door.
Wait,
So
does that leave me alone in the apartment?
the potion time, that's only for you, correct? Because if I remember correctly, the escape potion that Harry brewed in the book was only for one person.
I believe it was, or it might have been for someone that was very close to me. Didn't he use it on like Susan or something from the Toad Demon thing?
If I remember correctly, he used it on the while he was in the truck to get out of the something happened. He got run off the road in a truck, and he used the escape potion. No, that was the speedy potion. Sorry. I think he gave it to Susan. Yeah, but it's basically one person, one use. So, in this particular case, Danny, how do you react to this? I'm interested, because this might have something to do with it.
Okay, she's gonna do literally the exact reaction of the dead body dropped in the bar. She's gonna go, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What if my parents find out? Oh my god, I'm screwed.
Do you start hyperventilating?
She probably will. When I'm like,
So
okay.
if Chase's potion is
Well,
just
you
good
know
for
what?
him,
Screw that. I'm not doing it. Because I'm the friendly neighborhood alchemist. I'm not abandoning people.
Okay.
I guess at this point, if knowing the potion's only one person, Louis would still be trying to. It's only one fire. Are there any other buildings like in jumping distance? Because bad ideas are forming.
Not within jumping distance. Parkour! So, Trace and Louis,
Yeah.
both of you make me an awareness check, please, while you're both panicking, trying to figure out something. While the
Well, I
knocking
mean,
is becoming
Panicking.
louder.
I'm not
at the
doing
front door.
anything.
Louis, you're definitely not doing anything.
I'm staying there.
No, I know. Make me an alertness check.
There's Louis.
Okay.
And
Right.
it was terrible.
Trace, you're looking around trying to find something that you can do besides just leap out of the window at this point. And while you're doing so, you look over at Danny, and she's clutching her head, like in that "oh god, I'm so fucking screwed" pose.
Tell you what, I give the potion to Danny. So use it.
One moment. As you do so, she has her back to you and is very almost hyperventilating, very obviously. And you grab her shoulder and you turn her around, and you notice that as she's breathing, there's darkness coming out of her mouth.
Oh shit.
And the lights start visibly dimming.
What the fuck did you do?
Everybody make me a stealth check.
You and me?
Everybody gets a +2 to the stealth check.
Stealth would be
You and me?
what attribute?
Would be just stealth.
Stealth.
Do I roll a
How do I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, I don't have stealth.
I don't
Bonus
think I
just
do
put
either.
2 in the
Just
box.
put 2. Yep. Hold on. Give me a moment. I believe this is not what I want to see here.
Louis doesn't have stealth. He breaks in. He does not, slink in. He's not good at this. Okay.
He's not good at this.
Okay, so then if it's +2, then it goes in the bonus. It's 2?
Oh, we got +2 to it?
Yes.
Oh, so that'd be 4 then. What I got.
Honey.
With a +2, Louis got a 1.
So you click it and then type in +2 when it
didn't-
comes up.
Okay, is it
I didn't
+2
put the
or
bonus
just
in.
2?
Just 2. That's fine. I'll count the bonus there. So Louis, you got 3. Trace has 4. Danny has 3. Okay. Danny, you're hyperventilating,
and you notice things start kind of going cloudier than they were before. Both of you start noticing this as well, and it seems like as you, Louis, you're about to grab the window ledge to start going out, and you notice that your hand is starting to match the color of the windowsill.
He's gonna like, the fuck, Trace.
Trace, you notice that the refrigerator has suddenly, you have taken the color of Danny's clothing, even as she is going to the color of what's behind her.
Okay.
And suddenly there's there's a very loud, "We're coming in!" And the police kick the door down.
Louis is just gonna try to freeze, make himself small.
Okay.
Yeah.
Curl up in the I'm about to get beat by a billy club pose.
You guys can make a quick maneuver check if you would like to see if there's something to hide behind.
Maneuver.
She's hyperventilating. Just her ass ain't moving.
Okay, so Danny is staying still.
Is maneuvering a skill? Cause
It's you.
Athletics.
You basically do a skill check to determine and place an aspect on the scene.
Oh,
So,
skill.
what's going on? You actually rolling something and then placing aspect?
Right. If you roll high enough.
Okay. Well, there's my roll.
Okay.
Best I've got is, I don't know, deceit. That's more social based.
Okay.
Yeah, like athletics.
Does that qualify here?
Athletics, something like that too. Perception, alertness might be a good one.
Alertness it is.
Okay.
A combination of alertness and/or burglary.
There you go. Look at you.
All right. So Louis, you see a very the armoire door is open, and you quick just tuck behind it. In your fast thinking, and it's just the size, and it's also something that they wouldn't really look at. Trace, you don't really see anything, so you just kind of take a small step to the side and place yourself as flat against the wall as possible.
Okay.
So the police charge in. 3 police officers, all with guns drawn, kind of peering around, clearing corners. The one in the back bends down and checks the person there. And he says, he's breathing, we're good, and gets back up and starts clearing the small studio apartment. The window being open, one guy looks out and he's like, he grabs his radio. It's like, Unit 4, on foot, pursue. 2 of them climb out the window and proceed to start chasing, quote-unquote, you. There's another unit that comes down the alleyway as the car backs up and pulls through the alleyway itself. And then the first officer gets back on the horn and starts going through chatter as he walks out into the hallway, 2 doors down, and knocks on the door and says, and you hear a small conversation going back and forth of, did you hear anything else after the bang? My name's Officer McCreary. There we go. Officer McCreary, you phoned it in. Have there been any other strange sounds coming from the apartment? So you guys have a wide open window with 3 cops going down the hallway. Going down the alleyway. You have 1 in the hallway, and the apartment is just far enough past the stairs that you might be able to get out.
Oh. Do any of these cops look familiar to me?
One of them does. You're pretty sure he threw you in the slammer at one point, but at that point, it's a pretty good estimate that any one of them could have done that, and you just don't remember.
Fair enough. Louis is gonna take his chance with the hallway. I mean, less is more, right?
Sure. You 3 notice that you can see each other, though not very well. It's like looking at the white outline of almost. You remember watching Aha Take on Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, take those like white outlines instead of the shading. You look kind of like that.
Okay, well, I'm going for the stairs, too.
Yeah, Louis is just gonna gesture at the stairs. Come on. If Danny's not gonna get up, he'll just like bend down. It's like, you can break down later, not the time.
I bet she'll like shakily get up, but like she's still gonna be like.
Louis will keep an arm on her, like, you are not gonna get me caught. Come on.
You're not gonna get me caught.
Like, on the outside, it looks really nice and caring, but to Louis, it's like, I'm not going down for college, girl.
Okay. Danny, are you gonna get shuffled?
Yeah, she's just gonna let them take her, but she's still gonna be just like.
Okay. Everybody give me another roll. Another stealth roll, please, as you guys are trying to sneak past the guard. Give me a +3 to this check. +2 for...
Add 3 to that.
Okay, so add 3 to the average.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
You added +3 to that?
No. Oh.
Yeah, add 3. I just said add 3 to the roll.
My bad.
Look, I jumped the gun. There's no excuse for you, Bev.
There.
Marvelous.
All right. Did you really have a -3 on that roll? Oof, man. So you all start sneaking past. Danny, you have your hands over your mouth, trying as hard as you can not to hyperventilate and to keep your breath even. However, it's actually Trace that steps on the squeaky stair as you guys are about halfway down the staircase.
She's gonna start hyperventilating again. Legit.
Louis gonna, like, put an arm around Danny and, like, come on, let's go. Keep moving.
Move, move, move.
Okay, move. So you guys make...
almost, like, you know, we're going out on the town kind of look, in case someone's looking, because Trace is the one that made noise. He's just following the nice couple on down.
Okay, so you hear the officer be like, oh, hold on one moment, and just as you guys manage to round the corner on the downward stairs, you manage to get past him before he peeks out. You manage to get out into, through all the stairs without any further incident, and get out front where you see a cop car parked almost vertically across the lanes. And I believe you guys said that you parked your car a couple blocks away at this point.
Yeah, because they walked to the building.
Okay. Oh, that's just bad. Now, you see, Louis just go ahead, and I see that right there. That's why they need to all go back to driver's ed.
That's why there's no parking spaces in Boston.
Make your own.
So as you guys take a very casual stroll. About halfway through the stroll toward the car, Danny's power wears off. You all turn back to normal, and she is greatly diminishing her breathing. By the time that you all reach the car, everything is nice and organized, neat. Everybody's a little bit calmer, and you all get in.
All right. Yeah, Louis is just gonna look at Dan and say, "You gonna be all right there, Shadow?"
She's just gonna start nodding and not say a word.
All right. Guess I'll drive then.
Oh God.
Let's see. We're under powers and stunts here.
What are you doing?
I'm editing your character sheet.
What are you editing on my character sheet?
I'm adding things. So Danny has unlocked one of her powers.
Level up.
I just did, apparently.
You learned Flare. Earned 96 gold.
Oh God.
Found a potion.
So Danny's new ability is called Cloak of Shadows. It's a minor power that allows her to cloak the group with a +2 bonus to their stealth roll as long as they're in the same zone.
Cool.
Sweet.
It also has reduced her total refresh rate. So we'll see how this goes. So there's that. Would you guys like to take a 10 while you consider what to do?
Sounds good.
I would not complain.
So you're heading back to the Lincoln's house, right?
Yeah, because her Paul Revere said that we should be back up.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and take 10. I'm going to hang up the call real quick. I'm going to get in a quick conversation with Benny.
Okay. I'll reinitiate this call.
Okie dokie.
If that's all right with people.
It's fine by
Sounds
me.
good.
Okay.
Mr. Benny.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. You liking it so far?
So far, so good. I'd say that me not being directly involved right away is a good thing. I've had some
Which is
other
great because I have no idea.
things come up, so it's nice to be able to be quiet. Just listen in.
Okay, so my thoughts so far is that in some way, shape, or form, you are already there at the Lincoln House. Sarah Linkett, if you do remember from our info dump session, is the head of the Historical Boston Society. I'm sorry, the Linkett House Historical Society, and basically they're in charge of keeping Boston's historical sites maintained. Right? She's the big schmoozer, the one that gets all the big fundraisers from everybody to make sure Boston stays repaired. So for some reason, you're there.
Okay.
Why are you there?
I imagine that I just so happened, because I imagine that I just got
You don't even hit
wacky.
like
That's alright? Or is that too?
I think it would be true. I think you would be there, have established yourself at least a little bit
Okay.
as kind of an
Alright,
info gatherer.
I'd say like the way that I would know her is that I just so happened to bump into her ever so conveniently. It's strange because I never go to this part of town, but suddenly I'm there at the exact right moment, the exact right time, almost as if I had known something.
Yeah.
And just kind of blew up, and now I'm just kind of checking in with her. This is just I would imagine a casual chat. It is
She's
just
kind of in those
slowly,
never again
slightly slower game with her, just to kind of eke out information bit by bit. Is that a legitimate thing to think?
That's fine by me. You could have heard through somehow that the wedding that she had been planning had just been destroyed. Like some wild animal got in and tore up some of the places, so you decided to very nicely stop by and offer your hand to help clean up.
Absolutely. It's nice that just such a knight in shining armor just shows up like this, and just such a good guy.
I can see it. I can see it. So you probably know her, but you wouldn't know about the ghost. You wouldn't know about Paul Revere. You wouldn't know about any type of ghost that has come in there. Okay.
That makes sense. Okay. So I know her, but I would not know Paul Revere, and at this point,
I'm very curious, especially because
would my character have been around enough of the supernatural community to at least not go, oh fuck ghosts, or would
I wouldn't think so. Actually, I think the broker would largely keep you in the dark about things.
Okay. So the first time I see the ghost of Paul Revere, I'm seeing my first ghost.
Yeah, your first legitimate ghost, at least.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Like the first time it's like, oh, so those people might have been full of shit, but at least ghosts are real.
Yeah, pretty much. So, your goal most likely will be to figure out why these people, one of which is a college student. I mean, you know all three of them before. It's kind of figure out why they would be floating out around here in this area specifically, and why Sarah seems to know them all. Like, they're very ragtag type of group. I mean, you have a bartender who Sarah obviously knows. You have Danny, who you know, but you don't know well. You do know that she has connections at PRI, though, like through her dad, so she might be pretty well connected. And you see Louis, who you have literally no idea what Louis would be doing in such a nice place like this. Like, you're completely clueless. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hang this up. I'm gonna jump back in the home ground chat, and I think we can start this back up.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Really good.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a dip, just so I have it in my notes.
Sure.
One more again, the last few things you said I knew, didn't know.
Oh, basically, you just know them for who they are. You know the characters, and that's really all I established. You don't know for any reason why Louis is there. Louis crass. Louis a drinker, and in such a historical place like this, like a wedding, there's no reason that they would have Louis show up to sing. Besides his voice, he would absolutely ruin the wedding after he got done singing.
Gotcha. And yeah, I also don't know. Like, I know that Homeboy makes a good beer, but I don't know that there's more to it, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then Danny, you know that you pretty much see her as like a target, like a mark, and not much else. So you know a little bit about her, but basically what would extend into a con.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
You're 90% sure of that.
90% sure of your face.
Because literally, here's what happened. So I was doing a position called customer support, which is basically I'm running around coffee and all the backups, basically all the task oriented stuff, so that everyone else can actually pay attention to guests. I was doing that, and next thing I know, I can't put any pressure on my foot. And I really fell because I could put any pressure on my foot. And I told my boss, I was just like, I need to sit down for a minute. And I told her I really couldn't put pressure on my foot. And I was fine before that happened.
Well, shit.
Yep.
My experience with workers' comp is, I've worked for some shitty businesses, and they always try to shoot it down. It's like, really?
With one of mine, they really because I used to really burn my hand, and that was literally it happened in the building. They could not tell me that it didn't happen.
I know that feeling. I used to sling pizza, and my boss, once not paying attention to where anyone else in the line was, slung a just out of the oven pizza pot directly into my arm.
No.
Yeah, out of a 600-degree oven.
No.
That sucks.
Right to my forearm.
With me, it's my hand. He has a SARS. The burn, it happened 6 months ago. My hand is still like.
Oh yeah, they are real. The entirety of my forearm is a slightly different color. I'll go back to my corner.
I heard. I got it. I was laughing.
Oh, thank goodness you can't see me! Yay!
Was that Benny I just saw?
Wait, what?
No, that's Sarge. Don't you dare turn it towards me, you hooker! No! I'll kick your ass.
Hey. I ain't doing much.
Are unable to see group video. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Mike. I know, right? You can see every hair of my glorious beard.
Just give me 1 minute to clean everything up because my desk is what my mother would call a goddamn pigsty.
Babe, you can say that in chat. That's fine.
Well, John's already heard it. I didn't want to repeat it all for John.
Oh, well, I mean, you could repeat it for the chat since we weren't recording it.
No, chat gets nothing, and they will like it because that's the kind of people they are.
No, that is false.
Okay.
Dare I ask what chat is saying? I actually
No, she's asking if changelings are unclaimed by a court, and I said no, that's false. They're the changelings. You are not under the influence, like directly, like they cannot order you to do something, but you very much have an affiliation with either court based off of what your fate type is.
Whether you admit it or not is your problem.
Pretty much. Exactly.
That's how I always looked at it. It's like, no. Every changeling has a home. It's whether or not you like your home that matters.
Alright, so let me know when you guys are all ready. Because we got maybe a half hour more. So this, Benny, should be enough time to get you pretty introduced since you've been listening in. And we'll get the next portion of this up and rolling. And we should be able to end with a very nice cliffhanger at 10.
That's good.
Say hi to everybody.
The one day I literally looked like shit and you were on cam. Thanks, honey.
In your swimsuit area.
Hmm?
He said it makes him feel weird in the swimsuit area.
What?
God damn it, man.
That's great.
Oh, you.
I watched my aunt Jennifer. She had to change her clothes real quick, and she told me that I should look away.
Wow. Woo! And this is why I don't get more viewers.
Sarge, there are much cleaner reasons why you don't get more
Much
viewers.
cleaner
You know
reasons.
this. You know it to be true.
Am I just unlikable?
Cough, cough.
Hey, shut up. Enough out of you.
Shut up, you. No one likes you.
Who invited you to this party?
Waiting on you, baby.
Oh, my bad.
Well, Mike, too. Mike, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. So everybody should be here. Yeah, we're
Oh,
waiting
well
on-
then I was waiting on everybody. That's why I came over here and I was bugging you.
Oh, that's it.
Hello.
Let's see if this is actually any good. Like,
You're showing the house on Wednesday from
there we are.
Oh, it's a John. Hey.
Oh, shit.
I'm doing
Oh,
hunky dory.
okay.
What? You were
Is it 4 and
expecting Santa Claus,
6:30?
maybe?
I was expecting weird beard, but I
Oh,
certainly
okay,
got
I'll
it.
make myself.
That's for sure.
Here's
There's a lot of
some.
beard going around tonight.
I just want to say, like,
Well, I'll just pick them up from work and we'll go do something. You mean tomorrow?
Hold on.
Okay.
Bad beard day. Hold on a sec. Let's see.
You're welcome.
The heat of yours
as
is
he
killing
casually
me.
Hold
leans
on.
into the webcam, it's alright.
No, give me a sec. It's
Oh.
okay.
Oh, you.
We're all friends here.
You.
It's what?
You. Do not drop my polos on high heat.
Oh,
you
I'm sorry.
shrunk them.
Did I?
Yes.
Ruh-roh.
They barely
hold
cover my
on.
boobs.
Has an action cam going right now.
Yeah. Because I'm about to start running. That's why. We're going to have to GoPro this.
Go and turn off your camera, honey. I don't want them to see a homicide.
I have to get the homicide on camera.
No, you don't.
Just in case.
No, you don't.
For evidence. I swear to God, my ghost will deliver this.
To who?
Yes. The FBI. At that point.
Also, hi all you people watching from the net. Yes, this is what LC looks like.
This is what LC looks like. I want to try and start doing this more often because the video is fun. It gives more of a sense of who's playing.
You can start. I'm just changing the laundry. Oh, I'll be able to hear you.
Well, I know you'll have to respond though.
Again, they can
alright.
probably hear me.
Yeah, you. I'm gonna bite my
I
tongue.
can hear Bev.
Yep, that's a good idea.
Okay. All right. So you guys are heading back to the Lincoln House, the Lincoln Estates. And as you walk in, there's a very familiar, ill-fitting suit in the ballroom that is helping Sarah and her staff clean up. Everybody recognizes Vinny.
He's not Benny.
That is Vinny.
Oh, I thought you said Benny. I was like,
No,
no.
Vinny.
They're so close.
I realized I did choose
How you
a
been?
guy whose name is my name, but with a V instead of a V.
You mean a V instead of a B?
I mean,
This is already going to be confusing. This is great. Benny. No, Venny.
when you watch it, a rock falls on Benny. He dies. Yeah.
And his twin brother, who has the exact same motivations and character flaws, also comes in. His name is Timmy.
His name is Glenn.
Oh man.
Twin sister,
Benny. I'm actually, is it sad I'm trying to rhyme here and figure out something like Benny, Vinny, Tinny? No, that's not a thing. It sounds tinny.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah,
I
you,
think this is bad.
what?
Just
Having your
it
face?
came back on at a wrong time.
Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, you guys walk in, and Vinny is standing there helping Miss Sarah out and her staff, trying to get everything back up. Actually, I'll move this over here. Let's see if I can get... There we go. Sarah showed all players, and that is what Miss Sarah Lincoln looks like, if anybody managed to forget.
No, I couldn't forget that.
It was a pretty boss outfit, actually. I was surprised when I found it. At least in my opinion. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, right? She's fly. Apparently she's a giant book nerd. Because we got distracted and talked about books while like the guys try to like just go about the room and try to find them.
Yep.
It is kind of sad that she's only eaten lemons the past 3 weeks. Tell me that's not true. Tell me that's not true.
Only eating lemons. I can't because somebody's not on the webcam.
Oh, goddamn right.
Story of my life. That's no excuse.
Yeah, don't even start on that. Like dog for some days.
Yeah, mine's not. I shaved mine though. Dude, it grows every 2 weeks. I gotta trim mine like all the time. Okay, so anyway, in character, before I start dropping rocks on y'all, Vinny is standing in the middle of the ballroom. What do you do?
Danny's gonna like forget what just happened in the last 20 minutes and like run and like jump like him. Like flailing arms.
Okay, that's an appropriate college girl response.
Louis just gonna go. Okay. You're welcome.
So turn back and be like, thank you. And also, screw you.
They haven't been in my bar for a while. Very good.
This is a friendly crowd. Physically, everyone, especially Louis, who just showed up randomly, it seems. Yeah, what you guys doing?
Shenanigans and other misfortune.
Running from police, that sort of thing.
I'm sorry.
Trace, are you new at this?
No.
What the hell is over at Sarah?
Oh, yes, they're doing some work for me, right? And she kind of looks at you, all three of you, with the, if you dare say anything, I will murder all of you where you stand type look. Yeah, they're just doing some extra work for me.
Of course, extra work with books and things.
That's a pretty good bullshit lie. So what's the...
That's when Paul Revere drifts in with the little ghost girl and says, Sarah, oh, we have guests. And Sarah just kind of leans down and just clasps her thumb and forefinger about like this and goes, Paul, what have I told you about just randomly drifting in the daylight hours? And he kind of sighs and sags his shoulders.
I feel like Danny's gonna pat him on the back, be like, yeah, it took me a while too, it's okay. Just say it with me. Go, say it with me.
I got a few ears.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Louis is just gonna look at her. Now, I know you're not familiar with most of the
You're
world,
echoing a lot.
I know, I saw. That's why I deleted my thing.
Listen, I will prove that asshole come in a second.
It's a ghost. They float. They go through walls.
Why is everyone so nonchalant about this?
Because there have been bigger problems today, friend. So you could just, roll with it for a minute. I will buy you a whiskey, and we can talk about this.
Oh, your headset cut out, dude. I like watching the facial expressions that he makes without actually making a sound.
Did it just freak out?
It did. Try this again. Hold on.
Is internet just dropped?
No, I don't think so. Oh, may have. I don't know.
You broke it.
Hello.
There we go.
Sorry about that. My internet is still recovering from that.
No, we all did. We all did dead.
Okay. We're back.
And we're back. John, can you hear us? There you go. Okay.
So now, reel back into that. So,
You said buy a whiskey, and then you cut out directly after that.
I'll buy you a whiskey and we can talk about this. I've had a long day of dealing with people I do not want to deal with. So, could we just speed this along?
So Sarah proceeds to sigh really deeply and kind of spread her hands real quick and goes, "Yeah, that's the secret." All the staff is apparently in on it and has seen Paul before. You're apparently literally the only person in the room that hasn't to this point.
So glad you told me about this.
Well,
Nice
it's
to meet you too, Sarah. I think that'd be one of the first things you say when you come over my house. Like after okay, it's the first one on the left, mailbox. Oh, by the way, there might be a ghost just floating around. So whatever, just.
and you see Paul. You hear Paul in the back. I say, sir. And Sarah just kind of waves him down for a moment.
Ollie, calm down. They don't need souls, not if you don't, upset them. So I watch what you say, because Ollie, I mean, he gets hungry.
You vagrant! And Sarah just kind of like steps in the middle of everybody and goes, "Okay, everybody shuts up. Here's what we're going to do. Venny, this is a very big secret. I would appreciate if you would shut the fuck up about this. And you two, I swear to God, you will never work on any of my events again if I even so much as hear a peep out of your mouth." Motioning toward Louis. She looks back toward Paul and says, "I swear to God, if you don't get out, I'm going to send you back to God and the little girl. Get out. I will speak to you in a moment." And she motions to the other two, and I can't find any fault with you, but get out of my sight right now.
I'm gonna get you that whiskey, pal.
Head over to the bar.
Yeah.
Trace chop chop.
He'll pull out. He'll write down this little black memo packet. Just a few words.
Okay. So, so we're, okay. So on that bombshell, Sarah's going to kind of lead you all up and motion toward the staff in the background to continue going, and she motions everybody up to the office. It's like... So she kind of motions everybody upstairs to the office as she takes a big breath. Vinny, I guess you're in the loop now. Come with me.
I grab drinks and
So she takes everybody up. We're going to redisplay the office because it's a very nice office. Filled with tchotchkes and restoration tools and a whole bookshelf that's been hermetically sealed. All types of stuff. And she sits down behind the desk and motions you. There is enough seats for all of you. She kind of casually puts her hand in her head, on her head, and thinks about what she's saying. Okay. Paul comes through the side with the little girl. So, what did you find that you let all of this spill in front of new people, Paul? And Paul kind of looks around. He says, "Well, me and the associates here have found out that Justin, as I suspected, would you prefer rakes, vagrants, scoundrels?"
I didn't see you breaking in anywhere.
Because However, I didn't knock a poor innocent man out in order to get in.
Trust me, no landlord is innocent. I'm saying.
Regardless, we found out that Justin was not, as I anticipated, the man that he portrayed himself to be. I believe one of your associates has the proof of this.
Who grabbed him now? Because what me? Was not me.
Can you make a deceit check?
Oh, I could be bothered to do something.
Since you are blatantly lying out your ass. Would anybody else like to roll alertness?
It's gonna be bad, but I can roll alertness.
It's basically just to see if he's lying. Actually, rapport might be better.
Oh, well, I rolled.
Yeah, empathy would be good. Yep.
Well, I don't want to reroll.
Go ahead and re-roll it.
What? But
Empathy.
It's good.
Empathy. Roll empathy. You get a better bonus. John, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can
Okay.
you all hear me?
Yep. You just went down for a moment, so.
Yeah. Thought something with the camera. Wanted to have a white background.
Alright. 3, 3, and 3. Alright. And what was your deceit check? 3? So they all barely make out the fact that you are lying.
Anyone else gonna call me on that?
I feel like this is gonna be a meme. Good girl Danny is gonna give Louis the stare and I'll be like, I think you do.
Louis just gonna reach into a back pocket, pull out. Yeah, I managed to grab something. The vagrant in the room did his job.
So Sarah pulls the ID closer and just kind of tosses it. She's very visibly shaken. It makes a whole lot of sense now why he was pushing so hard for his PRI grant. The fucking scoundrel. Alright. Well, what else did you find?
And then Danny's gonna
This one
pull
with
up,
the camera?
pull out her phone and show.
You're gonna have to speak up.
She's gonna pull out her phone and she's gonna show the pictures and repeat her theory on the dots that the little girl had said to her and Trace. Do you want me to do that in character?
No, you're good. Okay, so she stops and thinks about it for a moment. She's like, well, it seems like he may have been using this as some sort of base to find something, if I'm interpreting this correctly, and he's already scoured a big hunk of the city. That seems right?
That's my running theory.
Okay. Well, do you know what he was looking for?
That is the
I'm not a
$1,000,000
ghost
question.
whisperer. I figured that might be Holly's bit. So, okay.
Bev, you were saying something?
Ghosts or something.
Beverly, you were
Huh?
saying something?
What?
You were saying something earlier?
Oh no, it was just her saying that's the $1,000,000 question.
Gotcha.
What is he looking for? Like, what do the locations all have in common?
Okay, so Justin was not what he seemed. He was manipulating the ghost from Paul's flock to find something, at least as far as we can tell. And we don't know what he was looking for, but he was scouring the whole city to do it. And he was being paid by PRI to do so, correct? Okay.
Evidently.
Well, Mr. Benny, hello.
Holy shit. Benny. God, that is a beard.
I mean, technically.
All right, so she looks at you guys and gets kind of quiet. Well, I guess the next step would be to figure out what they were looking for. Interesting. Was there any odd pens on there?
Red, blue, green. Weren't a lot of green ones, right?
Right. Those actually, the green ones seem to just be in the parks. And that's about it. But it's mostly... Actually, somebody roll me scholastics.
Got it! Got it! Got it! Watch, I roll like negative something, half something.
All right. You know this one. You know that all these parks that are marked in green, you didn't really get a good look at it before, but you do know that all I think 6 of these parks go in a straight row directly up to Boston Harbor. They're known as the Emerald Necklace. They're one of the trademarks of Boston. However, you do know they're very consistent throughout each one. Like, they have the same feeling. They have around the same plants, same atmosphere, aura, if you may. And at the very, very end, close to Boston Harbor, there is the observatory at the very, very end of it. And there seems to be a blue pin in where the observatory is. And there's a green pin on every single park in that chain.
Can I tell everybody about this new discovery? About how I recognize all the different parks and how they all seem to be in a straight line leading up to the observatory? That should probably be our next place to check out.
You certainly can. So she relays this information to you all.
Hey guys!
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, that
Okay.
was me. Do I
yeah.
need to re-say everything?
So,
You good.
got this information. Got Sorry.
Honestly, at this point, Lord knows, this is the first solid lead that we've had in everything is this map. So
It occurs to everybody that Vinny literally has no idea why any of you are here saying these things, involved in these things. Just as an aside, he hasn't been here from the start, nor has he been informed of many things that you guys have done in Zine over the past few days. So it's up to you whether or not you want to reveal this to him.
Louis just gonna down his whiskey and just look at him and like, look, when a dead guy drops dead in the bar you happen to frequent, you get curious. Well, okay, when a guy drops dead, he wasn't dead till he hit the ground.
I don't want to listen. I mean, what was fucking one thing that I don't know.
So what was in his pockets led here. Some ghosts tried to kill us. That was really fun. Chase through the city. Andy's driving is terrible. Let us
shut up,
into a
Louis.
place. And here we are.
Very nice.
my driving is not terrible.
Yeah, please, it is. And I'm sorry, you're an accomplice. We've had some people leave. We need more.
Well, just more people into this fresh hell.
Sarah,
That's what I love.
Sarah seems... Sarah...
You could just stop. You know, you could stop. You guys, each of you could just not do this anymore. And then...
So Sarah leans across the desk real quick and passes you, specifically Benny, the ID, and says, "This is my friend. I apparently didn't know him very well, but he died, and I'm trying to figure out why."
I mean, this might come off as insensitive, but won't we just, like, poking back at Paul, won't we just come back soon?
Paul scoffs for a moment and says, "Unless the victim has a very strong attachment to either the place they died, the circumstances they died, or other means by which we don't know, then no. They only become a ghost when apparently there's unresolved matters.
No. Hello.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I think it might be on their end.
So did you drop?
Benny, can you hear me?
Oh, wait, sorry.
Hey! Everybody's back. Woo! Okay. I can hear you guys. Can you hear me? Okay.
Okay.
So, alright, so where'd I cut out?
Emotional attachment to the place.
Oh, yes. So basically, unless there's a very good reason, and you're cycling now. Oh my god, everything's going horribly wrong. You run away!
Anytime I get to be like a muppet,
Now I just have to see who's Benny the Muppet.
Hold on. Not send files. I don't want to do that. I want to
Can't
add.
handle all the beard in this call right now.
Right? It is amazing.
Whoa, what weird is in this call?
No, I said I can't handle all of the beard.
Oh, beard. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
But by the way, why are you taking offense to her saying that you're not weird? I mean,
No, I'm not taking
This
offense to
one.
anything.
They can't see me pointing at you. I'm totally pointing at you.
No.
I mean, yeah, sure. It is also one of the pop culture kind of
Weird.
Hey, there he is.
I'm back.
Excellent. Okay, we kind of put it on pause for you. All right, so yeah, so basically you can't really do much unless there's a some sort of significant attachment to the world still, in which case they stay here. If not, then generally they pass to where we don't know. Ugh.
Pretzels for this problem.
Could be problems too. I avoid eating them.
Yeah, I get yeah.
All right, so Vinny,
user.
how would you react to this?
So, well, there are rules to this. Yeah. Okay. So, just real quick, you're not looking for your dead friend. You're
Looking to figure out why he's dead.
If a guy just said, hey, I need to make sure it's not Trace's booze, because if it is, I need to find a new bar.
I mean, I feel like the amount of people you drink from this bar, you'd be able to figure that out pretty quickly. Or
It
develop
could be a collective hangover issue. I don't know. I'm not a science person. I just guy drops dead, invitation in. You know what? I'm just gonna. You know what? No, you can have this one. Trace, double right here. Board up.
So Benny, if you would focus on the chat real quick.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, I feel like that's fair.
You feel like you might be. You feel like you might be onto something here. There's this sense of, because you picked up on some very big things, even though you are fresh into this. Your attuned ears for this information have come up with some very intriguing little tidbits, including somebody's manipulating an entire city of ghosts to find something. You think
Yeah.
that may be something worth finding.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It was weird of me to think of things that way. Your friend.
I think he froze. Yep, he froze for me. No, Benny! Yeah, he's frozen in still form for me.
Yep, he disconnected from the phone for a minute. Colossal at this point.
Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing.
Also, Sarge, I know you're not a fan of Shadowrun, but Data Trails just dropped today.
I saw that, and I'm very excited.
And yes, I grabbed it. I'm fighting the urge to read it right now. I'm giving you the minutes of respect you deserve.
Well, season end is coming up soon. I was just putting that out there. Yeah.
This is true.
Actually, I don't know if it's coming up soon, but we might have like another month and a half, 2 months yet of plot line to cover.
This is going to be our game through the summer, and when fall gets here in earnest, we'll probably switch over.
I can see that. If Benny ever reconnects. Jeez, man.
A lifetime and a half.
We might just have to restart Skype.
I mean, it could be my Skype. My Skype is terrible. Okay, no, internet provider is terrible.
Yeah, I'm hosting. Like, I recalled everybody, so.
You are?
Yeah.
I thought I was hosting after...
You want me to hang up and check?
Go ahead. I mean, we ain't doing anything.
That's true. Mike, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright, we're gonna hang up real quick.
All the time that doesn't go through. My computer's KO'd, by the way.
Oh, he is hosting, son of a bitch.
I'm at 7% battery.
So...
I thought I was.
No.
Yeah, I caught on to that.
I was just saying, I should have bet money on that.
No. I don't bet on things that aren't sure bets. Go ahead and hang up. We'll recall.
Alright.
I feel so bad. Celtic keeps denying the call.
We're just blowing him up. He's
I
good.
thought he could make it tonight.
I really just need Benny back in here so we can wrap up.
I know.
And early cliffhanger.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you guys pretty much got where you're going. I think Beverly suggested that they go to the observatory.
Honestly, it's either the observatory or she's just gonna be like, alright, I'm just going to PRI and find out what I know.
Yep. Why is nobody connecting?
Because my computer's about dead.
Okay, so I did make the mistake of hopping over to a chat talking about data trails. Guess what's back?
Is it really the Cyberdong?
No.
Oh.
Link hacking, apparently.
Oh, God. Alright.
Oh, 4th edition.
What happened?
So, Comlink hacking is back in Data Trails.
I mean, that's what people are saying. I gotta see it for myself.
Yay, Mike's back.
I'm back.
Yeah, Benny's just... I don't know what happened, dude. Benny's dead. Benny died. Long good, Benny.
Well, I didn't think the alcohol would be that strong.
They knocked him right the fuck out. Knocked the fuck out, man. And Bev's computer is dead.
KO.
So I think we're gonna call it here. And I'll have to touch base with Benny afterward. But essentially, you all are going to be making your way toward the Emerald Necklace. So I believe is going to be our next steps here.
And I'm pretty sure Call to Mommy Dearest will be in the next session.
Louis
Everyone
is-
misses the mommy.
Louis isn't in jail for this one.
What do you say?
Louis isn't in jail for this one.
I know, right?
All right.
Have
So,
to pick him up on something.
yeah, right. You're looking mighty suspicious. We don't allow vagrancy in here. I'm not fucking homeless.
What part of this doesn't anyone get? I have a place to live.
All right. So is everybody good? We all good here?
Yep. Hey, Sarge, are we going to be playing the week of Colossal? Because at that point, it'll be Dresden that night, then pack up and go the next morning.
Oh.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have this the week of Colossal.
Sorry. No. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, we would. So for me.
Benny has said floods are jerks.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I see
Sorry,
that.
Ben.
Yeah, so basically, for us, we're not leaving until Thursday afternoon, so we'll be there Friday night. Or Thursday night, sorry.
Lexi and I are going to be checking in Wednesday because we're also turning into a bit of a mini vacation. Get there a day early, actually have time to relax.
Yeah, this one wants to go to work.
Yeah, I actually got to do work things, so I don't miss 2 days out of the out of the week that I don't get paid for.
I already put in for the time off.
Benny didn't die!
Oh my God, it's Benny! Woo!
He's back.
Yeah, can we tell those Benny and the ghosts?
Benny and the... Oh, and he hangs up. Well, apparently we pissed him off.
I don't think it like my song title.
He's back, then he's gone.
And he's gone. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the stream. Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, stream. See you in 2
Goodbye,
weeks.
internet.